The foam one. It should screw into the back. There? No? They go in? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we're good. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, Canucks!
Hang on. All right, that's Griff in the corner to Jack behind the net. Got Max and Dean chasing it back. Over to Griff. Jonah going after it. It's Jack on it. Jonah into the corner. Bryce picking it up, lifting up the boards. Connor turns it around, trying to take it in. Connor and Carter behind the net. Lucas going after it. Good hit. Wes dumping it in. Connor and Carter battling behind the net. Ewan trying to stop him. Bryce in the corner. West behind the net, moving it up to Eric. Going for a change. Hustle Eric. Lucas in the corner, up to Carson. Isaac bringing it behind the net, up to Eric. Dean behind the net. Moving it up to Carson. Carson to Isaac. Isaac to Lucas. Dean trying to keep it in. Carson and Isaac battling in the corner. Isaac with the puck behind the net, looking for someone open. Carson just missed the pass. Dean up to Carson. Dean chasing it back behind the net. Lucas with the puck, moving it up to Griff. Griff over to Jack. Oh, try. Couldn't quite keep it in. Back to Max. Max behind the net. Good job, Skinner. All right, West chasing it back into the corner. Right over to Bryce, back to Connor. Carter over to Ewan. Nice hit by Bryce. In. West chasing it in the corner. Over to Carter. Going for a change. Carter and Ewan trying to keep it in. Eric on the puck. Lucas. Lucas passes it behind the net, up to Carter. Isaac battling for it. Carter, now Isaac chasing it up the boards. Lucas back in the corner. Eric and Isaac battling for it. Isaac up to Carson. Oh, just trying to hang on to it. Isaac with the puck. Dumps it behind the net. Carson and Isaac on it. Good job, Lucas, putting it in. Dean on this guy. You got him. Yeah. Over to Lucas in the corner. Lucas chipping it up to Eric. Shot. Saved by Skinner. Lucas moving it back over to Eric. Isaac putting it up the boards. Oh. A lot of action here for Skinner. In the corner, up to Eric. He ices it and goes for a change. No ice. Goalie. Max on the puck. And Jack battling for it. Jack taking it up. Got Griff going up the center. Looking for a rebound. No. Max with the shot. Tipped down. Brody dumping it back in the corner. Jonah behind the net. It's Jack and Jonah on the puck. Brody moving it back up. Dump in the corner. You guys going for a change. Brody in the corner. Dumping it behind the net. Max moving it up the boards. Connor going after the puck. Oh. Good job, Skinner. Other side. For anyone that doesn't know, we need to win this game, and the other game where we needed Burlington to lose, Burlington did lose. So if we win this, we play in the quarters this evening. All right, West here, battling to get it out. Connor. Connor for cross-checking. I believe Kathleen taught him that. Still 0-0, but we only got 52 seconds on the clock. So we'll start the second with about a minute of penalty. There's Dean on the puck, taking a shot. Lucas over to Dean. Dean up to Isaac. Eric battling on the boards. Dean chasing this guy behind the net. Moves it up. Oh, Carson just missed that. But it was touched, so no icing. Zero, end of the first. We got a minute 7 left on Connor's penalty. correction. Connor was not in the box. That was 19 from the other team. Got Jonah battling for it. So moved it out. Max chasing it back. Jack bringing it in. Jack in front. Oh, Griff just missed. Griff behind the net. Back to the point to Brody. Brody shot. Jack with the puck. Walking it in. Griff into the corner. Over, even up. Oh, here we go. Offside. Get a face off down here. Connor on the face off. To Bryce. To West with the shot. Ewan, good job keeping it in. Started on the puck. Bryce in the corner. West with the puck. Trying to move it over to Dean. Just battling on the boards. West back into our end. Trying to move it up. Touched. Carson chasing it back. Good hustle. We got other team for holding Carson here behind the net. Roman's power play. Got Isaac, Eric, and Carson on forward. Lucas and Dean on D. There's the face-off. Dean with the shot. Eric back to Lucas on the point. Lucas with the shot. Blew it off appropriately. Keep doing that, boys. More shots. Lucas on the point. Lucas over to Dean. Dean with the shot. Good Carson. Carson trying to... net was off. Love the pressure. Got a minute 35 left on the power play. Jonah with the face-off. Dean over to Lucas with the shot. Lucas chasing it back. Lucas over to Dean. Dean up to Jack. Jack to Griff. Griff in the corner. Griff back to Lucas. Trying to keep it in. Dean on this guy in the corner. Dean moves it behind the net. Griff over to Jack. Jack chasing it back here. And they get it out again. Back to Brody. Brody up to Griff. Max trying to keep it in. Slips past him. Got Brody chasing it back. Save Skinner. Unfortunate short-handed goal by the other team. Still have 10 seconds left on the penalty. Connor with the face-off, over to Brody. Brody up to Carter with the shot, wide. Brody dumping it down into Connor.
Good job.
Connor, shot, wide. Bryce chasing it down. Max behind the net, over to Wes. West around to Bryce. Icing. Going for a change. Isaac on the puck. West trying to stop this guy. That is 2-0 Canucks with 9:20 left in the second. All right, Jonah on the face-off. Griff battling for it on the boards. Lucas chasing it back. Lucas and Jonah battling in the corner. Nice. Moved over to Jack. Dean back up to Jack. Jack and Jonah for it. Griff behind the net. Big hit by Griff. Jack with the puck trying to keep it in. And it just slips out. Back to Lucas. Lucas dumping it in. Offside. Got Connor, Bryce, and Carter coming out forward. Brody and Max on D. It's Connor battling on the boards. Connor and Bryce battling for the puck. Saved by Skinner. Canucks with a shot. Save Skinner. Another shot. Another Canucks goal. That's 3 pretty clear shots we've given them. Looks like Brody, I think, is down on the ice. Didn't see what happened there. He is up, coming off. Looks like he hurt his leg. Sorry for the weird angle here today. So you can see there's no stands on the side, and the camera is very focused on this net in front of me, so apologize for the blurriness. Face off. Got Ewan going into the corner. Over to Isaac. Isaac chasing it back. Good job, Eric. Eric bringing it up. Eric over to just offside. All right, Isaac face off. Back to Ewan. Ewan picks it up, hits our bench. Isaac wins the face off over to Ewan again. Ewan dumps it down in the corner. Isaac and Eric battling behind the net. Eric pulls it in front. Oh, it's loose. Oh. Good opportunity there. West trying to keep it in. Ewan chasing it back. Ewan moves it up to Isaac. Isaac trying to keep control of it. Carson keeps it in, trying to get a shot off. Back to the point to Ewan. Slap shot. Glove save. All right, Jonah on the face-off. Griffin Jack. Jack battling towards the corner. Lucas chasing back behind our net. Moves it in front. Dean carrying it up. Dean up to Jack. Couldn't quite grab it. Jack chasing it behind the net. Jonah and Jack battling for it. Dean with the shot. Over to Lucas. Jonah and Jack battling behind the net. trying to keep it in their end. In front. Griff with the puck. Other team gets control and moves it out. Got it back though. Griff tips it up. Back to Dean. Got Connor, just came on the ice. Dean to Lucas. Back to Lucas again. Oh. Another Canucks goal, 4-0. With about 5 minutes left in the second. We've got Bryce chasing it back. West in the corner. Jack, Max into the far corner. Brody chasing it behind the net. We're giving them another clear shot. Skinner save. And we've got penalty coming our way. Looks like Max is limping back. Didn't see what happened, but Max got the penalty. 2 minutes boarding. Quick change, pulled Bryce off and put Ewan out. Got Connor on the face-off. Swapping with Carter now on the face-off. Connor chasing it back. That was an interference call, not boarding. Got West in the corner. West still on the puck. Ooh, with a big hit. Offside. We're going for a change. Got a minute 20 left on Max's interference penalty. Got Isaac here and Carson on forward with Dean and Lucas. Skinner traps it and going off. Isaac face off. It's Isaac bringing the puck up. Taken away from him. Dumps it into the corner. Carson steals the puck behind their net. Tries to get it to Isaac. Just missed. Carson on the puck again. Dean chasing it into the corner. Dean fires it down. Carson with the puck. Good job, buddy. The backhand save. There's 26 seconds left on the penalty. And we've got about 3 minutes left in the period. Jack on the face-off. Wins it. Back to Wes. Wes dumps it in. Jack chasing it back. Got Ewan trying to stop these guys. Wes in the corner. Wes behind our net. And penalty is over. We got Jonah coming out. Canucks pass back to the point. Wes with the puck in the corner, trying to move it up. Jonah over to Jack. We got Jack bringing it in with the shot. Save. Jonah and Jack battling for it. Puck behind the net. Griff chasing it into the corner. Back to Wes with the shot. Ewan trying to stop this. Oh, they are offside. Going for a full change. Nope, just a D change. Dean and Lucas on D. Another offside. We have forward change. Got Connor, Bryce, and Carter coming out. Connor on the face-off. Connor chasing the puck down. Back to Lucas. Canucks with a shot. They were very good at giving them clear shots. Big battle in the corner. Carter, nice pass. Up to Bryce. Bryce with the puck. Over to Lucas. Lucas trying to get a shot off. Blown off, puck was going nowhere. And both teams going for a change. Got Isaac on the face-off now. Behind the net. Max with a good hit. Canucks bringing it in. Another shot. Good save, Skinner. And we've got 23 seconds on the clock. Isaac with the face-off. Over to Eric. Other team gets it. Isaac bringing it in. Over to Carson. Back to Wes. 4-0 Canucks. End of the second. All right, Jonah on the face-off, wins it, back to Ewan. Ewan chips it up, Jack chasing it down. Other team gets control. Dean and Jonah on the boards. Canucks dump it in, and our net. Ewan with the puck. Up to Griff. Their team gets control, dumps it back behind our net. Ewan on the puck. Grace and Jonah coming in. Save Skinner. Dean with the puck. Trying to move it over to Ewan. Jack gets control of it. Jack up to Griff. Canucks get control again. With a shot, save Skinner. Ewan with the puck. Ewan over to Jack. Jack cutting in with a shot just at the back of the net. And puck is out. West with the puck. West over to Dean. Dean up to Connor. Bryce battling for the puck. Dean gets it out of our zone. And back in our zone. Dean moving it out of our zone. Back in our zone. Behind the net. West on the puck. Another shot to save Skinner. West. Oh, that was touched. I thought that was going to be icing. It's not. Everyone was confused. But that will be an ice. Isaac on the face-off. He wins it, moves it back to Brody. Brody trying to dump it in. Puck back to Brody. Canucks move it into their zone. Max chasing it back behind their net. Isaac battling for it. Max trying to chase it down. Eric with the puck. Dumps it into the corner. He's chasing it back. Eric behind the net. To Isaac with the puck. Isaac with a field goal. And Canucks get control. Oh, no. It's a battle in the corner. Canucks get it out of our zone. Max moving it up to Carson. Going for a change. Carson loses control. Canucks dump it in. Lucas chasing it back. Another Canucks goal. That is 5-0. And 11 minutes on the clock. Jonah on the face-off. Wins it, moves it over to Dean. Jack battling for it. Canucks dump it into our corner. Lucas chasing it back. Lucas behind our net. Lucas and Jonah battling for it. Jonah over to Griff. Griff up to Jack. Jack trying to get control of it. Lucas over to Dean. Dean rifles it, and that's icing. Full line change. Connor on the face-off. Ewan battling for it. Ewan up to Carter. Carter trying to get it to Connor. Chases it. Wes with the puck. Wes up to Carter. Carter dodges what could have been a big hit. Connor battling in the corner. Bryce. Connor with the puck. Trying to keep control in front of their net. Bryce going into the corner. Ewan keeps it in. Back into the corner. There we go. Ewan with the shot. Blocked. Bryce trying to get a shot off. Bryce dumps it back into the corner. Canucks get control and bring it back to the neutral zone. Ewan with the puck. Got Carter bringing it in. Carter behind the net. Oh, puts it in front of the net. Just couldn't get a shot off. Isaac back to Wes. Wes with a shot. Pad save. And Canucks dump it back into our zone. So that they could get a change off Ewan over to Eric. Isaac with the puck. Deflected back to Skinner. Well, I totally missed that, but that's a Canucks penalty for tripping, I believe. 8 minutes on the clock, but it is running. I think that might be intentional. So the score. Carson over to Isaac. Shot. Pad save. Canucks get it out of their zone. Brody with the puck. Isaac trying to block that. Nope. Canucks dump it in. Max behind the net. Max over to Isaac. Isaac trying to get it to Eric. Eric going into the corner. Max dump it back to his own. Skinner leaves it behind the net. Max chasing it down. Isaac. That was a head contact against the Canucks. So we are going to have a 5-on-3 with 1 minute left in that first penalty, but clock is still running, so that other penalty is ticking down. Down to 6.5 minutes in the game. That was a 4-minute head contact. Dean with the shot off the face mask. I would not want to take that shot. And puck is out. Jonah on the face-off. Canucks dump it to our end. Skinner leaving it for Dean. Dean up to Griff. Griff bringing it up to center. Over to Jack. Jack over to Dean. Lucas trying to slow it down. Over to Dean. Dean taking it in deep. And Canucks dump it to our end again. And that first penalty is done. So we're back to a 5-on-4. Lucas bringing it up. Connor with the puck. Moves it over to Carter. Our D's going for a change. Ewan and West coming out. West into the corner. West in front of the net. Over to Connor. Puck is loose in front of the net. Got a shoving match. Clock is still running down. We have 4.5 minutes left with 2 minutes on the penalty. Canucks behind their net. West gets control with a shot. Scores! I don't know if that was tipped or not. It's a nice low shot from West. 5-1 with 4 minutes to go. Isaac with the face-off, wins it back to Brody. Brody moves it up to Carson. Carson in the neutral zone. We lose control. Canucks pick it up. Back to Max. Max to Brody. Brody up to Eric. Brody moves it over to Max. Max up to Eric. Eric to Isaac. Canucks move it back into the neutral zone. Isaac with the puck. Isaac puts it in front. And Canucks get control of the puck behind their net. Max moves it over to Brody. Brody bringing it in. Looking for someone open. Moves it back to Eric on the point. Eric back to Brody. Brody to Isaac. Looking for someone open. Puts it in front of the net, but no one was open. Brody over to Max. Max drops it for Carson. Isaac cutting in front of the net, trying to get a shot off. Isaac in the corner. Dean getting a shot off. Oh, Dean hit Carson in the chest, and that looked like it hurt. No one would want to take that shot. Sandra is yelling at Carson to get up. And the clock is still running. Minute and a half. See if we even get much play here. All right, minute to play. Jonah on the face-off. Canucks win it. Benefit. Zone. Lucas with the puck over to Dean. Dean trying to move it out. Jack with the puck. Jack back to Griff. Griff dumps it back in behind the Canucks net. Canucks are trying to get it out. That's out of the zone. Dean dumping it back in. And Canucks flipping it out. Back into the neutral zone. Jonah with the puck. Jonah to Jack. Nice pass. Just couldn't get a shot off. Back to Dean. Puck's out of the zone. At 10 seconds on the clock. Griff trying to take it up and get one final shot off. Puck hits, it's deflected and hits the roof. That is game. Final score 5-1 for the Canucks, which means this evening we go to a playoff preparatory game and we'll leave early tomorrow morning. Thanks for tuning in.